How is your love life? You know, your love life can make you just feel on top of the world. And here we are today on day 11 of our challenge of practicing feeling really good. How are you doing with that challenge? You know, and some people would say, you know, my love life is just not good. And it just keeps me drugged down. Well, you know, we talked about earlier in the challenge, one of the videos is maybe there's some things that in your life you just need a new beginning with. And you need some change in your life. And so that can be true of your love life. But the thing is about your love life, and this is why it's so important to do this 14-day challenge and really get to where it becomes a part of your life where you just practice feeling good all the time. Because you will, when you find and meet a new love, that new love is going to be at a very close energy as where you're at. You know, and so that means that if there's a lot of negative stuff going on in your life, just like the rest of us, you may be really good at covering that up as you go throughout your day all day long. You know, and you put up the best looking picture of your public self you can and make it sound like everything's going great when your world is crashing down around you. And that's how you feel too, is that your world is crashing down around you. You know, it's like the duck floating around on the pond, but underneath those little feet are just going like crazy, you know? And that's not what we're after here. We're not after something where you're just looking good, but we're after something where you're feeling good. And when you feel good, then you will attract other people to you that are a similar energy. And people who feel good attract things into their lives so that the problems and the challenges that they have, know that if their love life isn't so good, well, how do you want to change that? Do you want to change that? In fact, let me just step back a moment. And if your love life is not so good, how did you get there? You know, this is probably not your first rodeo. And so you probably have had a love life before. And so how did you get there? And I'll talk more about that in a moment. But first, this is Non-Monogamous Mark, and I'm the co-founder and executive director of Ethical and Consensual Non-Monogamous Lifestyles, ECNM Lifestyles. And we have an association where we have people who intentionally create a sexually liberated lifestyle of their dreams. Now, a sexually liberated lifestyle of your dreams is not just all about sex. It encompasses your whole life because, you know, we spend a lot of our days, every day and every week, we spend a lot of our time not having sex. And so it's about, you know, your finances, and it's about your health and your fitness. It's about your relationships. It's about your love life and your sex life. And it's about putting all of those in, by intentionally creating your life so that all of those start to improve just incrementally, slowly, day after day, instead of leveling out and then going like this and maybe even taking a nosedive. And so going back to that question, how about your love life? You know, and it's not your first time to the rodeo, most likely. And so what are you going to do different in order to attract to yourself love that really makes you feel on top of the world, not just for a little while, but keeps you on top of the world? And so one of the things is that this whole series about practicing feeling good, you know, it's not about conditional. Well, you know, yeah, I'd feel on top of the world too if my love life was better. Now, this is about unconditional feeling good, you know, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what's going on in your world, but putting yourself in an energy, and so you intentionally create a thought process and you intentionally create an energy process where you're just feeling really good regardless of what's going on in your world. And so if that's your love life that we're talking about, then regardless of what's going on in your love life, the lack of love or needing new love in your life, you know, what kind of new love do you want to attract? A new love that's going to help you to keep raising that energy level higher and higher? Or someone who's kind of like this, and yeah, you catch them on an up day, but then a couple of weeks later, they're on a down day. You know, I've been there with those relationships. And I found that when you take and put yourself on a nice steady plane where you're just feeling good and putting out that energy that you're just, life is good, then you'll meet a love where it has that same energy coming through her life or his life. And when you meet someone else with that same energy, then the two of you will start to thrive together. And the two of you will lift each other up from one height to another height to another height and to another height. But first you have to get where you can feel really good to begin with. And not in something where you're looking like, you know, one day up and next day down. Because yes, you'll attract someone that's just like that too. But where you can take and be steadily feeling really good because you're in charge of your life. And you're not going to let the circumstances get you down. After all, what are you doing underneath the circumstances? You know, under the circumstances, Mark, I just can't seem to feel good about my day today. Well, so get up on top of those circumstances. Get above those circumstances by intentionally creating the life and the thought process and the thought patterns that go along with that. They're going to move you to a higher level. And so I hope this video will help you to, you know, kind of think about being on top of the world, but listen to the Carpenters talk to you or sing about being on top of the world, and then you'll also get there too. So use the songs that I put in these videos to help you to feel good, but then also make sure that you're working on practicing feeling good and intending to feel good by creating that reality for yourself. So if you'd like to know more about ECNM Lifestyles Association, and also if you'd like to know more about Non-Monogamous Mark, then go ahead and get on our email list and click on that link, and there's a place over there where you can go ahead and get on our email list. We're generally giving away something for free so that you know that you get something for your email address and getting on our list. We appreciate hearing from you. And so go ahead and click on that link and keep in touch with ECNM Lifestyles Association and Non-Monogamous Mark. We have lots of great things coming for you. Thanks a lot now.